What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Tuesday, February 14th, 2017, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Scarlett Johansson seeks out the truth in the first official trailer for Paramount's upcoming live-action adaptation of Ghost in the Shell. The clip released Monday features Johansson as the Major, a highly skilled cybernetic human, as she tracks down terrorist threat Kuzi, played by Michael Pitt, for Police Force Section 9. As the Major comes into contact with Kuzi, he reveals that there is more to Section 9 than meets the eye and opens her to her true origins. Kuzi says of Section 9, who claims they gave the Major a new life so that she can help others, everything they told you was a lie. They did not save your life. They stole it, he continues. Johansson says, as flashy action scenes play out, they created me, but they cannot control me. Directed by Rupert Sanders and also starring Juliette Binoche, Takashi Takano, and Riley Fukushima, Ghost in the Shell arrives in theaters March 31st. Thandie Newton is being eyed to join the cast of Disney's upcoming Star Wars standalone film about a young Han Solo. According to The Hollywood Reporter, the Westworld star is in negotiations to join the film starring Alden Ehrenreich, who is stepping into the title role made famous by Harrison Ford. Newton's potential role is being kept under wraps. In addition to Ehrenreich, the cast also includes Donald Glover as Lando Calrissian, Emilia Clarke in an unspecific role, and Woody Harrelson, who is rumored to be portraying Han Solo's mentor. Fleabag actress Phoebe Waller-Bridge is also in talks for a key role in the project that takes place before A New Hope. Directed by Phil Lord and Chris Miller, the Han Solo spin-off film is expected to arrive in theaters on May 25th, 2018. Titus Burgess performed his own version of Beyonce's Hold Up in the first teaser trailer for Season 3 of Netflix's hit comedy series Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. The clip released Monday has the musically inclined comedic character portrayed by Titus Burgess recording a music video dressed as Beyonce and singing I Don't Care until he's interrupted by Kimmy Schmidt, played by Ellie Kempler, knocking on his door. Titus yells, "Kimberly, use your key, I'm lemonading," referencing to the pop star's hit album Lemonade. The footage then features Titus walking the streets of New York with a baseball bat and wearing a yellow dress similar to the one Beyonce wears in the video for Hold Up, as he smashes out the windows of a truck owned by Mikey, whom Titus begins dating in Season 2. Titus sings as he dances through the streets, "Hell no, I ain't playing with you, Michael. I'm not fooling with you, Michael. Pack up, I ain't playing with your meatball. Michael, I'm not playing with your meatball." Kimmy then appears to welcome in the show's signature theme song. It is then revealed that Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt is set to debut on Netflix starting May 19th. Burberry came under fire Sunday for confusing British actors Dev Patel and Riz Ahmed. The London-based fashion house apologized after mistaking the 26-year-old Lion star and 34-year-old Rogue One, a Star Wars actor, in a tweet from the 2017 BAFTA Awards. A spokesperson for the brand told the Huffington Post UK, "We apologize unreservedly for the incorrectly titled pictures of Dev Patel and Riz Ahmed posted late last night. This was a mistake that should have not happened and was corrected immediately. We have apologized directly to Dev and Riz. We are checking our processes to make sure this doesn't happen again." Burberry has shared a since-deleted photo of Ahmed in his Burberry suit and called him role winner #Dev Patel in the caption. The blunder angered many fans who criticized the fashion house on social media. One person tweeted in response, "Burberry just confused @Riz MC for Dev Patel because all brown people look the same. This is why we need to diversify our media." Burberry followed up by tweeting new photos of Patel and Ahmed with correct captions. Patel won Best Actor in a Supporting Role for Lion, which also took home Best Adapted Screenplay at the annual award ceremony. Patel was previously nominated for a BAFTA for Slumdog Millionaire and will next star in the movie Hotel Mumbai. Ahmed is known for the HBO series The Night Of, has appeared on the OA and Girls. Josh Elliott is out at CBS News after less than a year with the network. CBS confirmed in a statement Monday that the 45-year-old television journalist will no longer anchor its digital news service, CBSN. The spokesperson said CBS News and Josh Elliott are parting ways. Josh will no longer be reporting for CBS News. We're grateful for his contributions over the last year, and we wish him the very best in his future endeavors. Elliott had joined CBSN as its lead anchor in March 2016. He announced Friday that it was his last day with the online station, with sources reporting he was stepping down to take a larger role at CBS. CBS News later confirmed Elliott will indeed be taking more field assignments, but Page Six reported that the journalist was fired Monday. He was allegedly let go for announcing his departure prematurely, blindsiding his bosses and network executives. Insider said this is a mess of epic proportions. Nobody at the top of CBS News knew that Josh was going to do that. The source added Josh announced his departure without warning. Executives at CBS were stunned. They totally bungled their own announcement. There was no communication. Elliott's previously worked for ESPN and served as an anchor on Good Morning America before leaving ABC for NBC. Nick Cannon will reportedly leave America's Got Talent after 8 seasons as host. The 36-year-old actor and television personality announced in a Facebook post Monday that he won't return to the NBC reality competition after the network reportedly took issue with the joke he made during a stand-up comedy special. Cannon wrote, after days of deliberating over some extremely disappointing news, that I was being threatened with termination by executives because of a comedy special that was only intended to bring communities closer together. I was to be punished for a joke that has weighed heavily on my spirit. He also continued by saying, it was brought to my attention by my team that NBC believed that I was in breach of contract because I had disparaged their brand. I find myself in a dark place having to make a decision that I wish I didn't have to, but as a man, an artist, and a voice for my community, I will not be silenced, controlled, or treated like a piece of property. There is no amount of money worth my dignity or my integrity. The star also added, to be publicly reprimanded and ridiculed over a joke about my own race is completely wrong, and I have to do something about it. I wish AGT and NBC the best in its upcoming season, but I cannot see myself returning. TMZ reported Friday that Cannon was filming a stand-up comedy special more than a month ago when he joked that NBC was making him lose his black card, suggesting the network wanted him to tone down his persona on America's Got Talent. Sources said that the joke violated Cannon's contract with NBC, which reportedly prohibits the star from discussing the network without permission. Executives reportedly discussed firing Cannon before deciding to keep him on. Cannon made his debut as host in Season 4 of America's Got Talent, which was renewed for a 12th season in August. The actor made headlines last week for saying that his ex-wife Mariah Carey's relationship with Brian Tanaka and e-reality series seems fake. Apple has released the first trailer for their upcoming version of Carpool Karaoke featuring Will Smith, Ariana Grande, James Corden, and more. The clip released Monday showcases how the popular Late Late Show segment has evolved to include more guests and outside the car hijinks with a collection of musical stars and celebrities including Alicia Keys, Metallica, John Legend, John Cena, and Shaquille O'Neal, just to name a few. Blake Shelton, Chelsea Handler, Michael Strahan, Jeff Gordon, and Billy Eichner also make appearances in the trailer, with Taraji P. Henson and Segment Farr also set to star on the show. The synopsis reads, based on the segment that has become a global viral video sensation on The Late Late Show with James Corden, the new Carpool Karaoke series features 16 celebrities riding along in a car together as they sing tunes from their personal playlists and surprise fans who don't expect to see big stars belting out tunes one lane over. The series, executive produced by Corden, will consist of 16 half-hour episodes and will be the first video series for Apple's music streaming service. Apple has yet to announce a premiere date, stating that it is, quote, coming soon. There is no host for the new series, and each musician will be paired with another celebrity. Corden said of the not exclusively hosting the show, I'm still going to see my kid on the weekends. This is just becoming a wonderful platform to see these people in such an intimate environment. I don't feel it's mine. Corden will still continue to produce Carpool Karaoke segments as part of the Late Late Show. Celebrity couple Derek and Hannah Jeter are expecting their first child. Hannah, a 26-year-old model, announced Monday in an essay for the Players Tribune dedicated to to Derek Jeter, the retired Major League Baseball superstar, that she's pregnant with the baby girl. The piece recounts Hannah's early relationship with Derek Jeter and her experience dating someone with his magnitude of celebrity. She says she and the former New York Yankees shortstop are, quote, looking to the future in the wake of his 2014 retirement. Hannah wrote, "We want our kids' lives to be as normal as possible. They're going to be born into such an extraordinary situation. They're going to have to be some strong little people. We don't want them to be defined by their dad's name. For them, we want them to just be dad. Derek and I will want our children to understand that the lives they've been given are so fortunate and in so many ways. We'll want them to learn how to help others and to care for others and to give back to the world," she added. The star also said, "We'll let them know that they are strong and smart and that they can do anything they put their minds to. I hope they'll be honest like their father. I hope they'll be stubborn like me. I hope that they know what they want and won't settle for less." Hannah and Derek married in St. Helena, California in July after 4 years of dating. The model has said in the March 2016 issue of Maximum that she and the former Major League Baseball star connected over their shared values, not stardom. She told the magazine, "Trying to impress you with material things, I think that's lame. I want someone whose family is a big, important part of their lives." Hannah is known for her modeling work with Sports Illustrated, appeared on the cover of the magazine's 2015 swimsuit issue. The Yankees will retire Derek's jersey, number 2, during a ceremony May 14th in Monument Park. Lady Gaga delighted fans by posing with Adele after her Grammys performance Sunday. The 30-year-old American singer snapped a photo backstage with the 28-year-old English star after singing Moth into Flame with Metallica. She captioned the picture for her 22.1 million Instagram followers, this one adding a Queen emoji, "Killing it tonight like girls do." Lady Gaga's performance started with some technical difficulties as Metallica frontman James Hetfield's microphone wasn't working. The only reason singers celebrated their collaboration anyways on social media. She wrote, "One of the best times I've ever had on stage. These guys rock harder. Hashtag Kevin Mazur, thank you to you and your loyal fans for honoring me and Monsters with that moment." Adele experienced some trouble with her own performance, completely restarting her tribute to George Michael after singing in the wrong key. She went on to perform a powerhouse rendition of the late star's song Fast Love. The singer said, "I know it's live TV. I'm sorry for swearing, and I'm sorry for starting again. Can we please start it again? I'm sorry. I can't mess this up for him." Adele took home 5 awards in the ceremony, including Album of the Year, Record of the Year, and Song of the Year. She gave a shout-out to fellow nominee Beyonce during her acceptance speech for Record of the Year. Paris Jackson co-designed the tie-dye dress she wore on stage Sunday at the Grammys. The 18-year-old aspiring actress and only daughter of late singer Michael Jackson drew praise from 14-year-old half-brother Prince Jackson after wearing the cutout Moschino gown at the award show ceremony. Prince wrote on Instagram, "So proud of my sister. Not only did she address a crowd that big, but she designed a tasteful dress that expresses her individuality and uniqueness, and she rocked it. Proud of you at Paris Jackson." Jackson walked the red carpet in a striped Balmain jumpsuit before changing into the tie-dye gown to introduce the weekend's performance. She co-designed the dress with Moschino creative director Jeremy Scott. Scott told Entertainment Tonight, "Paris reached out to me after being asked to present the weekend at the Grammys and wanted to see if I would be interested in making her a dress. He also added, once we met, it was just a creative meeting of the minds. She loved some of the tie-dye pieces from my Resort Moschino line, so we took that as a starting point in creating an evening's gown that's old Hollywood meets Pete's loving hippie and 100% Moschino." Jackson is the daughter of Michael Jackson and Debbie Rowe, who was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2016. The star shared a new photo with her mother last week. Following news, Rowe had just finished chemotherapy. Expectant mom Ciara performed an energetic tribute to Whitney Houston over the weekend. The 31-year-old singer marked the 5-year anniversary of Houston's death Saturday by lip-syncing and dancing to the late singer's hit song "I'm Every Woman" in a new video. She captioned the post for her 15.1 million Instagram followers, hashtag "I'm Every Woman, It's All in Me," choreographed by Galen Looks, filmed by @Timlin Till Milgram. Ciara's video featured cameos by her husband, NFL star Russell Wilson, and 2-year-old son Future Zahir, whom she shares with ex-fiancé Future. She previously remembered Houston on BET's 106 and Park in 2012. The star said, "She was so humble and so much fun. She had so much personality, and I feel like any person that had the chance to be in her presence would have walked away feeling like they had an amazing experience." She added, "Her legacy will live on forever, and if I can do anything in my power, I will continue to let my generation know about her." Ciara and Wilson, a 28-year-old quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks, married in July after more than a year of dating. The couple announced in October that they're expecting their first child. Wilson said of his wife while speaking to Extra this month, "She's doing great. It's a blessing, obviously. Her due date is getting close. We're getting there. We've got some time, though. We do have a name picked out." Mannequin, the beloved Kim Cattrall-Andrew McCarthy romantic comedy with the magic twist, turns 30 Monday. The film about a kind-hearted department store window dresser who falls in love with the mannequin who comes to life each night while he is working was released in U.S. theaters on February 13, 1987, and it co-starred James Spader, Estelle Getty, and Mishka Taylor. Cattrall told UPI in a recent phone interview, "I love that movie. I think that movie is just delightful and hopeful and sweet and funny. And it's a real fixture around Christmas time in England. I didn't know about this. This is the great, really positive thing for me about social media. Really getting that feedback. Someone sent me recently a picture of her daughter in front of the television set watching Mannequin, and she says this is her first time watching it, and all weekend, all she wanted to do was watch it again. She said, that's what I did when I was a little girl, so I'm just passing it on." And I said, "Oh, I hope she enjoys it and passes it on as well." After Mannequin, Cattrall famously went on to star in the HBO comedy series Sex and the City. She recently played a pivotal role in the critically acclaimed small-screen adaptation of Agatha Christie's The Witness for the Prosecution, which is streaming now on Acorn TV. McCarthy is an accomplished television director and travel writer. Former teen idol was seen in The Family, mystery drama series last year as well. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1938, Hedda Hopper's first column appears in the Los Angeles Times. On this date in 1938, the former silent film actress Hedda Hopper pens the first installment of what would become her tremendously influential gossip column in the Los Angeles Times. Born Elda Ferry in 1890, she was the fifth of 9 children in Quaker parents living in Hollidaysburg, Pennsylvania. She left school after the 8th grade and worked as a chorus girl on Broadway, where she met her future husband, actor DeWolf Hopper. Elda was Hopper's 5th wife. His 4 previous wives have been named Ella, Nella, Ida, and Edna. After her husband reportedly called her by the wrong name, Elda decided to change her own name to Hedda Hopper, a change she maintained even after the couple's divorce in 1922. Hedda appeared in MGM's first production, Virtuous Wives, in 1915, and went on to act in more than 100 films over the next 2 decades. In 1936, several years after an unsuccessful bid for the Los Angeles City Council, Hopper parlayed her knowledge of the movie industry and Hollywood society into a radio show. Syndicated later offered to carry a print column that would compete with that of Hearst's resident gossip monger, Luella Parsons. The result, dubbed Hedda Hopper's Hollywood, debuted in February 1938, kicking off a juicy 28-year run. In 1939, the column turned into a radio program. The 40s and 50s were a golden age for Hollywood gossip columnists, and Hopper and Parsons, who famously carried on a bitter decade-long feud, received sizable salaries. Hopper's was estimated as close to $200,000 and tons of gifts from studios hoping for their favorable coverage of their movies and actors. In one telling statement, Hopper referred to her own lavish home as the house that fear built. In addition to her titillating coverage of Hollywood's latest pregnancies or breakups, Hopper was famous for her fashion sense, most notably her flamboyant hats. She also became increasingly political over the years, voicing her conservative opinions, praising Republican candidates such as Barry Goldwater, and attacking the actor Charles Chaplin for his leftist views. Over the years, Hopper occasionally played herself in episodes of TV sitcoms spoofing her power. An episode of I Love Lucy, Lucy and Desi staged publicity stunts to get into Hopper's column. On the Beverly Hillbillies, Hopper proposed bail for Jed and Jethro after an incident at Grauman's Chinese Theater. In 1960, Hopper appeared in her own TV special, Hedda Hopper's Hollywood. She published a book called The Whole Truth and Nothing But in 1962. Hopper died in 1966. 2 decades later, her fierce rivalry with Parsons was adapted for the big screen in Malice in Wonderland, starring Jane Alexander as Hopper and Elizabeth Taylor as Parsons. Also on this date in 1977, the B-52s plays their first gig. The B-52s, one of the strangest to fans, most irresistible pop groups ever to achieve mainstream success, makes its worldwide debut at a Valentine's Day house party in Athens, Georgia on this date in 1977. In their official Warner Brothers bio, the B-52s describe themselves this way: as a group, we enjoyed science facts, thrifting, shopping, tick jokes, fat diets, geometric exercising, and discovering the essence from within. When taken together with the assertion that the band was found in the Amazon River Basin 40 years ago by Professor Agnes Potter and subsequently abandoned at Athens, Georgia, this statement says a lot about the odd but fun-loving sensibility of the B-52s. It was over tropical cocktails in a Chinese restaurant with a few weeks earlier that Fred Schneider, Keith Strickland, Kay Pearson, and brothers and sisters Cindy and Ricky Wilson decided to apply their shared aesthetic sensibilities to a musical endeavor. While Ricky and Keith invented various extraterrestrial surf music sounds on guitar and drums, Fred, Kate, and Cindy would ad-lib strange lyrics about killer bees, deep-sea life forms, and the imaginary dances like the Aqua Velva and the Hypocrite while a tape recorder ran. By the time they debuted at their friend's house party, they had established a sound that was at once kishy and totally original, like 60s surf music from some faraway planet. Later that year, the group began making regular runs in the Wilson family station wagon up to New York City for gigs at seminal new wave clubs like Max's Kansas City and CBGB's. With Kate and Cindy in their mile-high beehive wigs and 60 thrift shop vests, and Fred looking like a gay, demented GoPro, the B-52s made an immediate impression on the New York scene, and their independently produced single, Rock Lobster, became an underground smash. The B-52s are still in the business 3 decades later, minus Ricky Wilson, who died of AIDS in 1985. Significantly, their success is widely credited for establishing the viability of the Athens, Georgia music scene, which would produce many minor successes and one massive one, REM, in the years immediately following the breakthrough of the B-52s. And that was your entertainment report for Tuesday, February 14th, 2017. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Everyone, happy Valentine's Day, good night, and God bless you all.